And we're back. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. It is the Talking Bengals. Thank you for joining us once again. Welcome back to Barnsey after the myriad of different diseases that we named that you had last week. How are you feeling?
Uh, You know, I'm feeling a little bit better.
Yeah, I'm glad to
Yeah.
hear that. We finally had a week of Bengals football to talk about. Um, first week of preseason last week. I actually got to see Joe Burrow in action against another team. It wasn't electric like we anticipated, but still some things to see and things to talk about. Um, Also, we got week 2 preseason, another home game for the Bengals. And I don't know, maybe we'll have some wild outtakes. Who knows? Me and Burns are on the podcast tonight, so
It's
Casey's
gonna
the
go
one who's
off the
out with
rails.
malaria now.
It's gonna get off the rails real quick.
Yeah. First day of school tomorrow for a lot of people. I hope everybody's school year goes really well. But first things first. What do you think about them Bengals? Let's talk about offense first.
Offensively, they came out the first couple drives. You could definitely see there was still rust to kick off from, it just being the off season and working against their own team. But I think, the twos and threes as the game went along looked really, really well. I'm really liking the Colby Young pick at this point. I know that there was some questionable character choices with that pick, especially after the Jermaine Burton saga what it was the last 2 seasons. But he's really coming out of his shell, and I think he's gonna fight for that third spot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that Yoshi's spot is cemented right now, and I think he should be scared. Also, I do want to point out Happy Father's Day balloon still up there. When will it come down?
The world
Um,
may never know.
if you have a guess, please put it in the comments. Anyways, so
I'm gonna
yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna say week 8 since we're putting out guesses. I'm gonna say week 8.
week 8 of the season.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm thinking Christmas. If it's still up there by Christmas, I'll pop it.
it
But
goes great
anyways,
with your holiday decor. What are you talking about?
my wife and I, we don't really like a lot of things hanging on the walls. Um, Good old art. We don't like that stuff. Anyways, I can appreciate art, but yeah, that just looks cluttered to me. It's too much. Anyways, back to what we were talking about with the Bengals. Already hot takes. Um, Colby Young. I don't think that Yoshi's spot is cemented yet. But also, what else can Colby Young do? Can he return kicks? Um, is there going to be some form of spot where he's going to be able to take it away from Charlie? I mean, because maybe he might just be a more all around better option than something like what Charlie Jones has been. Now, granted, Charlie Jones has done really good. And he's done pretty darn good at punt returning, kick returns, and all that. But it is a young man's game, right? Young is younger. But anyways, I think I want to talk about Joe Burrow. I want to talk about the offensive line and allowing the pressure that they allowed. I don't like that.
Mm.
I don't like that at all. Now, granted, it's the preseason. We're still getting bugs and kinks worked out. Of course, yes. But still, I don't like the idea of Joe Burrow getting hit 40 times this year. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's definitely concerning, for sure, especially since that seems to be the theme. The last what we're in the sixth season of Joe Burrow, and the last five that's been a constant take is what is the offensive line going to do for Joe Burrow to keep him upright? Now, down the stretch last season, everybody was wheeling and dealing. And when Joe came back healthy, he wasn't hit a lot, which was good. But it it it's hate to see it be another talking point going into another season. So maybe we'll see it change coming up in this week. I think the starters are going to play a little bit more. This is usually the game that they do play um, relatively more snaps. So I'm hoping that, and it's more so for me. I think it's more OBJ than a lot of the other guys on the offensive line. Um, yeah, Cassius Howe even in practice getting him, and then him losing his footing on P Ryan in the backfield on that one play, and he got put on his backside. Um, Not something you want to see out of a veteran left tackle.
Yeah.
Um, eh, that's not, especially when you pay him the amount that you pay him to be your left tackle. So there's there's a lot of things that still needs work when it comes to the offensive line.
Yeah, I mean, I coach, fifth and sixth grade boys football, tackle football, and I'm the offensive line coach. And the one thing that I tell all those boys who play offensive line is that we can't move the football, we can't have a pass play, we can't have a run play, we can't do anything unless you do your job. In football, it is so important that every player on that field does their job because it only takes one player not doing their job for a big moment to happen for the other team. And at the end of the day, quite frankly, if the guy is not OBJ, it's not OBJ. We'll put someone else out there who will get the job done, and we'll just eat it. We'll eat the price tag that we're paying. But I really hope it's OBJ. I really like the guy. I'm really pulling for him to get his head out of his butt and actually start playing like we know he should be playing. So, I mean,
Why not?
I don't want to beat a dead horse, but offensive line, man, it's got to be your anchor. That is, you have to know that your offensive line is going to go out and perform.
Yeah. Well, the other thing I was going to say, just watching, um, actually getting to watch the twos and the threes play. Connor Liu at center when he had Flacco and Josh Johnson. I I had no qualms with him. I think that was a great draft pick. I know he went to that Little Sister School of the Blind down there in Alabama. Um, but
Are you talking
I
about the
think you
Crimson
have
Tide?
no. I was talking about the fake colors, the blue and orange colors on the
Oh,
east side
Crimson
of the
Tide.
state.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. Anyway, um, yeah, I think that when Teddy Karras's time is up, I think Carson Liu or Connor Liu, excuse me, um, is going to be that focal point, and I think he's learning from one of the best that there is. We wanted to see that out of Matt Lee when we drafted Matt Lee, and that just didn't work out. And so obviously we went a different direction, and I think Connor Liu's going to be that, or yeah, Connor Liu's going to be that guy. Thought I
Yeah,
said Carson again.
I really hope you're right. I mean, I was kind of impressed with how he played as well, especially being a first year rookie. Um, not really having a whole lot of NFL snaps, and I didn't have to look him up and say, "Who is this guy? He is not blocking a soul." Um, I mean, I just
And I think he missed 6 games for Auburn last year too, because of the knee injury, which is what killed his draft stock, which is why we got him so late in the draft. So I'm pretty excited about the future there. And you know, inside
yeah,
wise, I think you're fine. I really think the biggest glaring need right now is your left tackle. I think
yeah. I
Resnick's
think
going to be fine. And I think the second year kid out of Ohio State's going to be okay.
Yeah, I think that OBJ, quite honestly, he might be on his last leg. And I hate saying that because I like the guy, but he is getting older. He's getting that. He's getting later in his career. He's either going to get a second win or he's going to fall short. Um, Hopefully, it's the second win. I really want him to get the second win. But anyways, wide receiver core. I mean, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. I don't really know that we have to say too much. They do what they do. They're freaking awesome. I do want to talk about the defensive backfield because we're going to
Go for
save
it.
the D line for last. Defensive backfield. Can we just say, without a shadow of a doubt, that this is the best defensive backfield that I remember the Bengals ever having?
It's been a while, probably a decade. I think the 2015, 2016 defensive backfield could probably give it a run for its money. But from what I saw, I mean, you pitched a shutout in the first half, essentially, especially with your ones going against their ones. Even some of
Yeah.
the twos did phenomenal. Um, yeah, defensive backfield looked really good. Um, I have no complaints.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying this, okay? If your defense can play that good and your offense is the kind of good that we know that a Joe Burrow offense with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins can be, I mean, an undefeated run is not
Oh my
out of
gosh,
the
this
question here. I
guy.
mean, I'm just saying, the little bit of hot take, a little bit of hot take, but I think that I'm going for an undefeated season. We're already undefeated in the preseason. We're already 1-0. We're not used to seeing 1-0 in the preseason.
No, we're not.
When's the last time we won a preseason game to start off? I don't
It
remember one.
then again, that's how much the preseason matters, is that I don't remember them.
but yeah, I mean, I don't really watch preseason too much anyway. At least growing up, I didn't. But linebacking core, I was I wasn't surprised by anybody doing really poorly. They played average NFL.
Yeah.
That's what you want for the linebacking core, and then the D line, dude. The D line. Oh, oh boy, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun to watch. I mean, you got Cassius Howe, you got Boya Mafe, you got Murphy, you got Sexy
That's
Dexy, you got Slayton, you got all these other guys. I mean, they're going to be turning and burning, man. They have so much depth at D line. There should not be a single tired soul on the defensive line the entire season.
yeah, and if we get the talented Shamar Stewart back at a reasonable time, you know, everybody should be eating on that defensive line, personally, which will free up, Carter and Knight
Yeah,
at the linebacker core, which is what we've pretty much talked about since last year's debacle. After we let Logan Wilson go, we're like, what are we doing at linebacker? But what was the defensive line doing for them to free them up to be able to actually do their jobs? And
goose eggs.
they weren't doing much. It
Goose eggs.
I don't the Lions not playing that many snaps of their ones is, okay, you got to see a taste of it, but they're a pretty good team. Like, the Lions are going to be a contender from the NFC, and I think that they did very well against that team. Again, going back to the pitching, the shutout
Yes.
for majority of the first half. Shoot, I think they only gave up 3 points, which is a win in our book on the defensive side, right?
Yeah.
I think who did we play at home our sophomore year, and we gave up 6 points, and it was 2 field goals.
Yeah.
Defense pitched a shutout. We didn't have to score a bunch of points because defense kept playing. And if that's how this year's going to go, I'm here for it. We don't need to score 30 points.
All we got to do is score 7.
7.
7. Just put 1 touchdown on the board with an extra point. That's all I'm asking. And then defense, shut them down. Special teams, dude. Money Mac,
It's season
perfect
4
already. He's perfect already for the season. Ryan Rico kicking the ball just as good as we expected him to kick. I mean, I'm going to say it. We're going for a perfect season, baby. I'm going to ride it. I'm riding it until it doesn't happen. We're going for a perfect season. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I might put down $20 just for the perfect season. Just put my money where my mouth is. And I don't bet. I don't like betting.
Superstitious.
I don't like betting. But I don't know. I haven't felt like this about a Bengals team ever. Not even the year we went to the Super Bowl, I didn't even feel like this.
The year we went to the Super Bowl was not anything like this at all. I will definitely second that. I was excited because we were reuniting Joe and Jamar and what that was going to do and free up T, and it worked out great. But Joe Burrow has been on the record this offseason saying that he is as confident about this Bengals team as he was about his undefeated 2019 LSU Tigers that won a national title. You might be onto something, but I'm not going to put all of my eggs in that basket. There might be a couple trap games coming up in this season. I did read
trap
this
games,
week.
Schmap games, whatever.
I did read that they have the I think it was the second easiest or the easiest schedule on paper as of right now. So that's going to be very interesting of how things play out. Should that stay par for the course of being the quote unquote easiest schedule?
Yeah, I mean, in week 2, going in the preseason week 2, we got the Bears at home. I mean, it's the Bears.
Yeah. You got Caleb Williams, you got Ben Johnson, you got that silly rookie tight end that
the Bears are a good football team.
Year.
The Bears are a good football team.
Dare I say it, they are going to be another force to be reckoned with in the NFC.
But they all got to play each other.
That is true.
They all got to play each other. And, I mean, I don't want to do a full, run up into the preseason week 2, but what do you anticipate seeing in week 2?
I'm hoping to see just what we talked about. I'm hoping to see more of the offensive line, the core ones stepping up, doing what they're supposed to be doing, keeping Joe protected and off the ground. I want to see a little bit more of the run game, to be honest with you. That I'm not worried about the passing game by any means, but I do want us to see us run the ball a little bit more so it does open up the passing game in the future when it matters. Right now, get Chase and P Ryan a chance to run the ball and get the run game going, man. That's really what I want to see.
Yeah, and I think that I'm gonna have to agree with you. I definitely want to see Chase Brown run the ball a lot more. Now, more so than seeing Chase Brown run the ball more, I also want to see more running attempts by Brooks.
Yeah.
I want to see him run. I want to see how he runs. And I think that it would be smart for them to see how he runs, especially behind the first team offensive line. Because God forbid something happens to P. Ryan or something happens to Chase Brown. We need to make sure that Brooks can run the ball too. Now, last but not least, I do want to see Burrow dropping some dimes. I want to see Burrow. I want to see a glimpse of Burrow midseason form going into the regular season, because I just want to. I don't know. I guess it's kind of a selfish thing to say, but I do want to see Joe Burrow dropping some dimes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I think you're probably going to see a little bit more of that. Honestly, I mean, his shot to Yoshi on the sideline. I think it was the second drive, if I'm not mistaken. It looked pretty good to me. There was just a lot of more hiccups that and glaring holes of the pressure that he got from the Lions defense that kind of stole the show from the passes that he did actually complete. And I think he only had what, two incompletions in the two drives that he played. So um, yeah, I'm good with it. I'm good with opening the passing game and seeing that he is in midseason form. But I think you're absolutely right. Give me Brooks, give me P Ryan, give me Chase Brown in the run game, and because I want to see more of that in the season
Yeah,
as well.
I want to see
Because
more 50-50 runs to passes.
it could be 75 passes, 25 rushing. I don't care. But the good number is 25. If you're running the ball 25 times a game, last year they were winning those games. When they were running 15 to 20, they didn't win. They've got to utilize the run game in their offense.
Oh,
So,
I'd rather see like the ratio 50-50, to run to pass, because that means you're having an effective run game, and your run game opens up the pass play, and vice versa. I mean, your pass game opens up the run game,
yeah.
and if we're able to do that and accomplish that this season, essentially what that does is keeps the defense guessing on what we're actually going to be running, like which play we're calling and everything. And at the end of the day, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
We want the defense guessing. So to
I
kind
want to
of put
see
a
a
nice
less.
little,
Yeah, I was just gonna say I want to see less bubble screens, and the little drop down passes, that's notorious in the Zach Taylor offense. I want to see a
I mean, I'm
lot.
okay with the curls and the out routes and those short hitters. But if we're going to run those quick hitters, we need to be a little bit faster of an offense. We
Yeah,
need to get on the ball and get going.
yeah,
Um, like if we hit a quick hitter, we just need to line up and run it. Have the
yeah,
second play ready to go. Have the next down ready to go. So that way the other team just doesn't have a chance. Don't get lined up. Anyways, let's put a nice little bow on the end of that one. Tie it off. Um, we're gonna wrap it up real nicely with, what is your wild prediction on what this preseason week 2 game is going to be against the Bears with the score?
Um, I think it's gonna be. I'll go 27-18.
27-18. 18 is kind of an awkward number.
Yeah, it is.
It's a lot of field goals by the Bears.
Yeah, 6 of them.
What the hell? Yeah. I'm gonna do. Let's do 24, 21. just because it's
Okay.
preseason. I don't think it gets out of hand, but I think that both teams' offenses are pretty good, and I think that once we break down the second and third string, I think we're gonna wind up giving a couple scores up. So
It's fair.
24-21. But off-season banter still. We're not in the regular season. I want to talk about it, and I know Casey didn't want to talk about it last week.
Of course
Trey
not.
Hendrickson.
Oh God.
I was watching a segment from another podcast. I think it was the Locked On podcast, if I'm not mistaken. Shout out. I don't know how to tag you, so good luck with that. If somebody does know how to tag them, go ahead, tag them. Great. That's awesome. I want to give them the props for it. And I agree with what they were saying. And Trey Hendrickson looks like Ken Griffey Jr. at the end of his career. He might have a bright play or two every once in a while, but he does not look like he is primetime Trey Hendrickson when he was with Cincinnati. Just the way he presents himself in his uniform, the way that he presents himself on the field, in that Ravens jersey. It just, honestly, it looks awkward. And the way that they were describing it, I mean, I just have to agree with them. Like 100% agree with what they were saying. He looks awkward in that jersey. He doesn't look like he belongs there in that jersey. It's kind of like somebody made a joke, like a really bad joke.
You mean like when we traded Griffey to the White Sox?
Yeah, like that time of Griffey's career.
Yeah, I got you.
And I really liked Trey when he was here. I didn't like his antics off the field with the whole contract negotiations and everything. I understand it's part of the business trying to make sure he gets the best deal he can. But at the end of the day, you don't want to snub the team who brought you the notoriety that you now have. Just saying, don't bite the hand that fed you.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna definitely feel that wrath a couple times this year. So, yeah, I agree. I don't think he looks out of place in purple and black. Um, it it just looks weird. Um, yeah, the Griffey in a White Sox jersey, done in a White Sox jersey, done in a Nationals jersey, like it doesn't look right in my personal opinion. But it is what it is. It's the nature of the beast. He was clearly unhappy here, even though he kept saying that he loved the city and he loves the fans and all the blah 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 blah. Said all the right things, but his actions said otherwise. And now he's at a rival team, and I wish him nothing but the most unsuccess the remaining time that he has in Baltimore. So
Yeah, I can't root for him to be successful because he went to Baltimore.
yeah.
On top
And
of
you know
that,
what?
I can't
Went to
root for him to be
Dallas.
successful. I can't root for him to be successful. Just not. I mean, it's more so not because of he went to Baltimore, but it's the way he did it. Like
Yeah.
it's the words that he used, the attitude that he came across with. Just like you're a professional football player. I understand there's a business involved. You don't need to be like that.
No.
You don't need to have the attitude that you had. You don't need to use the words that you used to talk crap about the city who had your back for what, the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
The reason why you're probably going to get in the Hall of Fame.
If you want an example of how to conduct business, especially if you're going to go to a division rival, look at James Harrison. When James Harrison came to Cincinnati after he left Pittsburgh for the
Yeah,
what was it, year and a half that he was in Cincinnati.
it was about a year.
I know it was more than a season, but it just He didn't say anything bad about Pittsburgh. He didn't say anything bad about Ben. He didn't say anything bad about the Rooneys or anything like that. He came here. He did his job. He didn't like how things were going, obviously, and he went right back to Pittsburgh. I don't think that's the case for somebody like Trey Hendrickson, the way that he left. You know, CTB is probably going to be another one of those guys. I, if he came back to Cincinnati because it didn't work out in Indy, I don't think it would go very well. I don't think that he would be as beloved as one would expect for somebody that helps, get you to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, like Jesse Bates, if he came back,
Open arms.
yeah, the whole city would love him.
Yes.
The
I mean,
whole city.
look at Von Bell. Von Bell left the same year, right? Left, went to Carolina, came back. We still loved him. I mean, he clearly hit a steep decline after he came back. But at first we were like, yeah, we love this guy. Welcome back. Now go get Jesse Bates.
Now go get the other guy back that we really wanted. The MVP guy. But yeah, so enough about football because we are talking Bengals podcast and we talk football, but let's talk. We only got what tonight and next week's podcast to be off-season banter.
3 weeks.
So we only got 3 more pods to talk about off-season banter. Oh, I'm gonna start reminiscing about this. But anyways, Bernsey, since you were out with malaria or dysentery or whatever you had this time, I'll let you go with an off-season banter topic.
I had one earlier, and you do this to me every time. I don't know, man. What do you got?
Should you wear gray sweatpants while doing a podcast?
I'm not wearing gray sweatpants. Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, there's shorts. That was hilarious. I couldn't have planned that to go any better. I did not plan that at all. That was just golden.
Technology and its facial recognition following makes you really wonder what they're really watching.
Oh, you're being watched with everything you do, man.
Sorry. Should I go get the tinfoil?
No, it's just it's known. They know everything you do.
Yes.
By they, the 3-letter agencies. But anyways, on a serious note, what is your favorite Adam Sandler movie? And the reason why I'm asking this is because Casey's not here and he doesn't like Adam Sandler.
Well, Casey doesn't like The Office, so I really question his sense of humor sometimes. So
well, you don't like Barry Larkin, so we won't go there. We won't go
tomato,
there.
tomato, tomato.
Favorite Adam Sandler movie?
I've always really, really, really enjoyed Big Daddy, and I don't know why. I think it's a great comedy. I've watched it probably 150 times, and since I knew about it, but it's just good. Like it's got a good overcoming craziness. Sure, did he kidnap that kid? Yeah, absolutely, sure did. He sure did. Should he have gone to jail? Yep, absolutely. If this was 2026, yeah, he's definitely going to jail, boys. But the overall intent and the good-heartedness of it, it's probably my favorite. I think second favorite would probably be, God, what's that movie? It's not Billy Madison. It's I should have said this. Happy Gilmore. Happy Gilmore is a classic.
Yes, it is. Meet me on the ninth green at 9.
Yes. Price is wrong, Bob.
The price is wrong. Or the price is right. Anyways, it's been a long day.
Anyways, yeah.
So my favorite Adam Sandler movie, bar none, is Happy Gilmore. I just don't know how you make such a good comedy, but also have such a good storyline. I don't know if they could do that again.
Yeah. Sandler movies for me kind of tailed off after Click. Like Click was a good one. Um, the last 30 minutes wrecked me
Uh-huh.
on a deep grown man issue that I wasn't ready for in at 16. But after that, I kind of like Zohan and all those kind of crazy movies. I did watch Bedtime Stories recently with the kids. It
That's a
had
pretty
some
good
good humor.
movie.
It's a good one for the kids, you know. Um,
Eight Crazy Nights. That's pretty good.
that's a classic. I own it on a physical copy because I don't know if you can actually stream it anywhere. I don't think the streaming
Um,
industry
my
likes it.
number 2 movie of Adam Sandler's is Big Daddy.
Okay.
Big Daddy
So
is bar none. Those are the top 2.
Little
Happy
Nicky,
Gilmore, Big Daddy.
Little Nicky
Eh,
with
Little Nicky was all right, but
it's kind of
if I'm
crazy.
going top 3, it is definitely Happy Gilmore, Big Daddy, and then Billy Madison. I got to
Ooh,
get the charger
what's
for the computer.
Yeah, you're good. I'm thinking of a
Number between 1 and 10.
no, my wife really likes 50 First Dates. That's
I can't stand Drew Barrymore.
she likes it. So we watch that one.
I'm not a Drew Barrymore.
Uh
Drew Barrymore is somebody who just infuriates me. I think she's a terrible actress.
Wait, you didn't like her in ET?
Um, she wasn't really acting; she was just a kid.
Yeah.
She was a child. How can you not like? It's a child. Like,
Yeah.
come on. You can't say bad things about kids. It's just not okay.
What was the one that he did with the crazy eyes and the dude was in jail? God, what is his name? What is that movie?
I will say, Grown Ups is pretty funny.
It's okay.
My favorite newer Happy Madison Productions movie is Here Comes the Boom with Kevin James.
Oh, is that the MMA
He-
one?
yeah, he's a teacher and then goes to fights in the UFC.
Yeah.
That movie's hilarious. Kevin James is, I'm sorry, he's hilarious.
He's all right. And again, teach their own.
You don't like Barry Larkin, so your opinion doesn't matter. Anyways,
Oh my gosh, that's just gonna be your go-to every time now. If we don't
oh
agree
yeah,
on something, you're like, "Oh, Barry Larkin, you don't like him." Whatever.
exactly.
Oh
But
man.
yeah, man. I mean, all in all, I'll kind of head us off here at the end here. So, all in all, we're looking for a pretty fantastic season this year, in my opinion. I think that we're gonna see a lot of highlight reels. I think we're gonna see a lot of fun. I think we're gonna have some shocking plays that happen, but overall, I think
I
we're
hope
gonna
it's
have a
the good
very happy.
shocking plays, not the
I
bad
didn't say good or
ones.
bad. I just
Okay.
said we're gonna have some shocking plays. And I think overall, we're going to be very happy come February. That's my closing thoughts.
All right. Well, my final thoughts is if you don't already, like, follow, subscribe, share our content with anyone and everyone that you could think of. We appreciate anybody that does so. It's now down at the banner. Usually Nick runs it the entire time.
Yeah, but it lags you
If-
out, so I didn't want to do that.
well, remember, I decided to use my phone again instead of my 2019 computer. So that's why I look less pixelated. I'm not laggy. Like I'm with you. I can hear you the whole time. Like everything's good. So anyway, final thoughts. Yeah, I'm ready for the second week of September at this point. I'm I'm pretty excited for it. I think it is going to be a good season. But it doesn't get to be a great season until you come home with the Lombardi. So until then, I think it's going to be a good season. Um, and I'm here for the ride. So with that, we thank you. We love you all. And who day?
Who day? I can't stand with this thing on.